like it's working, maybe. Alright, I think I am online finally. Sorry for the delay, for anyone that saw my notice beforehand that I was supposed to be starting up at 1:45. That was what I thought was a conservative estimate, but it still took me longer to get down here than I would have hoped. But I am just pulling into the town. I had to pull off on the side for finding some locations, but now I'm about 2 miles away from the place where this Varied Thrush is supposed to be. So excuse any bumpiness or weird stuff, but the camera is just sitting up on my dashboard right now so that I don't have to fiddle around with stuff while we're down there birding. But I'm also driving, so I can't fiddle around with the camera all the time. I have to focus on keeping myself and everyone around me alive. So hopefully the camera will just stay up there on the dashboard until we get to the location, which again is about a little over 2 miles down here. I'm down here in Surfside, which is a little south of Houston, lower end of Galveston Island. And let's see. Just turn here. And this Varied Thrush showed up here about a week ago. It was supposed to be someone found him down here, reported him online, and I've been itching to get down here. He was reported as of, I think about an hour ago he was there. So we're going to go down and see if he's there. They had a bird survey this morning down in this direction, which is why I held off for this long. But thankfully the bird is still around as of the last report earlier today. So we will go on down. Hopefully I don't run out of 4G internet while I drive down here. It's another reason I wanted to start it up while I had internet, just so you know that I wouldn't have people waiting around. If I did get there and the internet went away, I'll do my best to keep us going. But I have seen this bird before up in Oregon, but I have not seen it in Texas. So this is a Texas life bird for me. So I really want to get this bird one way or another for my Texas list. See, hopefully y'all will be able to stick along with me here. I think this is kind of a semi-urban area down on the coast, so I think we should have internet when we get there. Oddly enough, this is not where this bird usually is found. This is not the habitat you'd expect a Varied Thrush to be in. They're usually up in the really dense, big forests along the Pacific coast, Pacific Northwest, Washington, Oregon. Their color patterns are for blending into shadows. If you look up a picture of this bird, hopefully we'll get to look at it here in just a few minutes, but if you look up a picture of it, you'll see it looks kind of like a robin with some funky black patterns on it, but that lets it blend into the shade really well. And this little thrush likes to skulk around in deep, shady forests. So lots of trees, lots of undergrowth. The last few times I've seen the bird, it's always been kind of hidden in shadow. You have to get it to pop out and give you a little look here and there, but it's always deep down in cover, at least in my experience of seeing the bird in its correct habitat. So why it's been hanging out down here on the Texas coast, where there is not any big tree around for them to hide in, he's been just hopping around in a few people's backyards, I have no idea. The bird's confused. He's taking a vacation down here in Texas. He's tired of being up in the shadow. He wants to get a little bit of sun in before the winter months come. So he came down here to vacation a bit. It's all I can think of. He's sitting out on the beach and enjoying himself. Well, not on the beach. He's sitting in someone's backyard that is adjacent to the beach. And we'll go see if we can see it. And not sure if any of the people whose yard it's in are actually birders. I know there have been probably over 100 people over the last week that have come down here to this one little road in one little neighborhood, so hopefully they're not getting annoyed by birders by now. I would hear anyone that does any bird chasing in environments like this to always respect the local people, so they don't get angry at the birders. Make a good impression, don't walk into their yards unless they invite you. You can stay on the public roads, and that's perfectly fine, but just try not to block traffic. More people will be, and it's better all around. Now I think we're coming up to the place here. It is Seagull Avenue. I think that's the next one. This is Swan Avenue. There is Skimmer. They're all bird names. And there, if there's something other than a gull here. I don't see any other birders, so I'm hoping I'm at the right Seagull Avenue. Back up here, pull forward, and kind of just scan a few bit. So we'll just slowly drive up and down the road for a few minutes here. And if we don't find him quickly that way, we will get out of the car and just kind of walk around a little bit without invading around here. Look like I might come to a little shorebirding after this. I see someone with a big camera. Looks like they're probably looking for this same bird. Let's see if he's had any luck finding them. He might just be hopping somewhere around here. Looks like this guy's searching. I see something thrush-like. I see him. Oh, he just flew. He just flew. I just saw the thrush if you're looking for it. Hey, how's it going? Let me... Yard, and he flew backwards. Yeah, let me get out of the road. All right. Okay, so I have the bird. I'm going to pull off over here. Yeah, there's people. There goes the camera. Alright, I'm just going to park right here. This doesn't look like there's anyone. I don't see any no parking signs here, so this will be good enough. Alright, now let me get my stuff a little organized here. Get my bins on. We're going to get a little mobile here instead of just cruising around in the car. And then we'll walk over and see if we can see this bird. See if I can get some better pictures of him. But I did see him. I don't know if any of y'all saw him. Didn't get a chance to zoom in, but the bird was there. I swear the bird was there. Time to go get proof. Alright. Get all my camera-y stuff on me. Get my computer.
Thanks again.
Did you see him over there?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Right on the ground, right in that little fence.
Oh, perfect. They don't mind us walking back there?
Well,
no.
You know, we probably should.
Well,
I saw him back there, and I thought
oh,
I didn't know who it was.
I wasn't sure if that was a...
One of the owners of the guy who originally photographed it is home right here.
Okay. That's what I wasn't sure about, is where we're allowed to go. And
all right, thank you.
yeah.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Right on the other side of the fence.
Right there. Awesome. Awesome. I saw him when I was driving in, but...
Did? Yeah,
I guess were you looking at him up front over here?
He decided that he wanted to go over there, and now he's just gone left.
It's because that was right when I picked up my camera and pointed it at him.
Yeah.
That's when he flew, so
Yeah.
that's how it always goes.
He's sticking around. So
Yeah, and he's been here over a week now, so yeah, he should be around.
So what kind of setup you got there?
Well, I'm doing a live stream right now, actually. I'm on YouTube and Facebook, so I've got live stream going on here. Got this camera here, and usually I've got a tripod and everything, but I kind of wanted to jump out and see the bird first.
Absolutely. So he flew left.
All right.
Now, so you probably want to go.
Yeah, he might have gone back up here.
You want to cross over here because it's kind of muddy.
All right. Yeah, I wasn't sure if we're allowed to go in the yards or
these are for rent later.
Okay, so as long as we're not walking in anyone's backyard.
At least that's what I've done most of them.
Yeah. Let's see if the little guy is here. Where'd you go, little varied thrush? You got camera shy.
Look at that big piece of bark right over in front of me when I was taking the picture.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't believe it. Tell you what, I'll walk around this way.
Yeah, I'll yell if I see him over here. And
What's your name?
Jesse.
Jesse, I'm Dave.
Dave, nice to meet you. He flew back this direction. Oh. Turn off. No, didn't turn off. It's just my polarized sunglasses make the screen go black. Alright, little thrush. Check up here closer to the road while he's checking back over there. No, that is a phoebe, I think. Yeah, there's an eastern phoebe on that post. There's another phoebe. Oh, I think you got him. I see him. He's in the shadow, just like I was telling you. There he is. Varied thrush. Haha, Texas life bird. Let me double check with the binoculars because on my little tiny screen he's looking like a little blob. I want to make sure I actually got the bird for you and I didn't zoom in on a robin or something. Excuse the camera shaking while I pull the binoculars up since I did not grab my tripod. But yeah, that's him. That is him. It'd be great if you came out in the sun. See if I can get a little closer. He doesn't seem to be too skittish. I think if I come right up here and brace on this post, I can zoom in. Yep, that's a varied thrush. I'm gonna take a little video recording here. Let me bump up the exposure. There he is. That's a bit better. Yeah, that is the varied thrush. Victory! And he's just hanging out here in someone's backyard. I'm going to take a few pictures with my big camera. It'd be nice if he hopped out in the sun. I can still get some poof shots with this at least. Alright. I'm going to need to tweak these on the computer for sure. It is dark. We'll wait out a little bit, see if he might pop out into the sun. All right. Of course, he picked that one little bit of shade. Sitting right down there. Seems my Facebook disconnected for a second. Not sure what the problem is there, but I think I got it back up again. YouTube is usually the most stable, so if you drop out on Facebook, always go to the Hoothavian YouTube channel. You're not focusing on the bird anymore, are you? There you go. And he's hopping. Come on, hop into the sun. Hop into the sun. Nope, not parallel with the sun. There he is. Nice. He's got no other birds with him or anything. He's just kind of hanging out by himself. All right. was a pretty good success. Drove for hours, got the bird. Doesn't always happen that way, especially not this easily. And it would be great if he came into the sun. But I don't think he's now. Get my eBird list going. Wow. Now I'm not sure what to do. I budgeted a couple hours looking for him. Drive down here, look at the bird for 5 minutes, turn around, go home. Have to double check if there's anything else around the area to chase down. Give him a few more minutes, see if he might come out. Have a look at him in the sun. And do excuse the shaking. Again, I jumped out of the car to take a look at the bird, and the tripod is still way over in the car. Yeah, that is Varied Thrush. I'm hearing more Phoebes. Yeah, he found his forest of houses on stilts. And this camera doesn't do all that good at high zooms. But you can still see him. Great little bird. I do, yes. And it's in my car.
It's a lot better to see it over on that side.
Okay.
Except now you don't.
Well, yeah.
Steps on the right.
Oh, now he's coming out.
He likes the.
There.
He is.
There, he's actually coming out into the light a little bit.
I'm gonna go let those people know that he's here.
Oh, yeah. Of course, he's got that super photogenic doormat that he's sitting on. Maybe he thinks he's in shade. He's just sitting on the black doormat. That's a little better look at him at least. Be interesting to see how long he stays here for. Just sunning himself. Yeah, he's one confused little thrush. Or at least one lost little thrush. Not supposed to be here, but he seems to be enjoying his time on the beach fairly well. And you can see how close we are. There's the beach right over there. Just one little dune in the way. Just having a little lazy vacation. Pick up some food, sit on the doormat for a little bit. Cool. Well, I think we've gotten about as good of looks as we can hope for this guy. Super cooperative bird. Hopped out into the sun a little bit even. Didn't have to take more than 30 seconds to find him. I'm going to leave him alone. Could probably get closer, but I'd rather not harass the bird if we don't need to. Got to see all we needed to see. Got him on the list, got him on the video, got some pictures of him. Overall, pretty good.
Done?
Well, I don't know how many more pictures and how much more video I need of him.
Are you looking for the Varied Thrush?
Yes, he's right over here
there.
if you're looking for.
It's on the other side of the fence.
Do you access it via the beach?
No, just take the street and go to the house on the other side of the fence.
Okay, cool.
What are you shooting?
This is a 7D Mark II with a Tamron 150 to
I was
600.
wondering why it was black. I was trying to figure out what the lens was.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is
Yeah,
it?
Tamron 150 to 600.
Oh yeah, I've got the Sigma.
The Sigma, yeah, I was going back and forth between those two. And
It worked really nice with the 1 point,
oh yeah,
the 1.37 on top of it.
yeah.
Just go past. See that picket fence right there?
Yeah.
It's underneath the stairwell. So you want to go around on the left.
On the left.
And
Yeah.
it's underneath the stairs.
Yeah, he was sitting in front of the stairs on the doormat
just
when
went
I
under.
left. Oh, he just went under. Okay.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
You too.
So I'll get a card from you.
Yeah. Let me grab that.
Always have check things out.
Yeah, I usually lead birding tours, but
Do you really?
obviously I haven't
What's
been
your
able.
name again?
Jesse Huth. H-U-T-H.
Where do you normally work out of?
I live in Central Texas. I guide down here on the coast. I do lots of stuff with golden cheek warblers.
Is that right?
Do South Texas fairly often.
I'm sort of an ex-birder. I don't do a whole lot anymore. I used to bird with Steve Gross. Do you know who he was?
Yes, yeah.
I'm in charge of his memorial over at Hooks Wood.
Oh, okay.
So, but I kind of got disillusioned with birding. Thank you so much. I'm always looking for, options for birding. But yeah, no, I'm up there right now with like 500 on my state species, so it's not really I'm not getting the new birds anymore. So I've gone to dragonflies and damselflies.
Oh,
I just started that this summer.
I've been debating doing the butterflies and the dragonflies.
Because that's all you have to do in the summertime, anyways, right?
Yeah.
And it's amazing what those birds are. It's amazing. I'll show you what I got here. Just a second.
Right.
Do you do iNaturalist at all?
Mostly eBird.
Yeah. Have you done iNaturalist before?
I like once or twice, but
So you want to get your new birders on iNaturalist because it identifies them for you.
right.
So for instance, let's just say, I'll just do an example for you. I'll take a picture.
I know Merlin's been around for a while.
No, this is
but
10 times better.
Yeah.
This is 10 times better. I'll give you something. Where'd I go? All right. So, that's a pretty crappy picture. All right. All right. Now let's go to iBird 5. Picture. go. Done. Next. What did I see?
Yeah,
Right?
it's got the Varied Thrush. Wow. That is impressive.
And then you put it in. They don't want numbers. That's the only thing. They don't want numbers. They want species. They're, but you can say that but it's not considered part of their thing if you don't do that. So
you need to be able to have some sort of pictures.
So I mean, I put all sorts of stuff like this. We're not really good on our internet.
Yeah, I'm just barely able to keep the live stream.
Yeah,
it's still going.
They give you 3 options here. They got needs ID and they got research quality basically. And the research quality is, basically you want somebody to verify what you've seen.
There we go. Camera's back on.
If I'm in your way, let me know.
Oh no, you're fine. I can move all around. Let's see. There he is. Of course, he hops behind a post. There's the Varied Thrush. Nice. I'm gonna get my tripod out. That's too good to handhold. Ignore my dirty cart.
These are pretty nice, I have to admit.
Yeah, this has been I've been watching all the videos or pictures coming in, and this has been a crazy cooperative bird.
This has been my number. I think it's one of my top birds, other than something like Quetzal or something of that nature.
Yeah.
Anything out of southern Arizona, I haven't been there yet. So.
Oh, all right.
But this is the bird that I look at it and I go, I want to see this bird.
Yeah, this is, and I've seen, this is the best look I've gotten of this one. I've seen them up in like Oregon, but they're always deep down in cover.
He's lost. So
yeah, he's. This guy is, I don't know what's going on with him. He's taking a summer vacation down to the coast. Let's see if I can get over here where he's not behind the grass. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And he's hiding right behind the grass.
It's so funny. I've seen about 5 birds come through here since I've been here.
Oh yeah.
Come in, see it, and goodbye. It's like,
yeah.
Like the commercial, or the video, vacation where they go to just look and then walk away.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah. I mean, I drove over 3 hours to get here. I feel bad just looking at the bird once and taking off. Especially such a pretty bird.
It is, and if you just wait long enough, it'll eventually get into a nice setting for you to take a good shot.
Yeah. He's coming out a little more.
This is nice. He's beautiful.
He is. Let's swap video cameras. Dark for a second. Yeah. All right, here he's coming out. There he is.
There's some eastern kingbirds down there.
Eastern. Oh.
At the end of this fence.
Oh, eastern.
Eastern kingbirds.
Oh, all right. think I've seen.
Tour guide.
Well, it's in my blood.
So you knew Steve then? Were you
Yeah.
out birding at that point?
I started like, I've been over 20 years.
Have
I've
you
been
really?
going down to High Island and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, there he's flying.
And
I think he just
across the street.
he landed right on.
It's all right.
Yeah. There's, got him right between the guy's legs. Oh, nice looking.
I'm just shocked that there aren't more birders down here.
Saturday I was expecting. Well, I guess it's been over a week, so there's
Yeah, I mean, there've been a
all
lot of
the
people,
the
but
local
still.
people have probably been down here already.
But you would think that the people
But-
that are flying in,
Yeah.
if they were going to fly in, they're not going to fly in. They can go west.
If they're flying, they can go to where the bird's supposed
Yeah,
to
of
be.
course, it's a long ways to go to get that one. But know about our naturals, for instance. You know, this mud dauber, it's a yellow-legged mud dauber.
Oh yeah.
I take shots. I was taking pictures of dragonflies and damselflies before I even knew I was going to start doing them because I knew it. You know, they were cool looking.
Does it?
The
You know if
colors
it
are
works
amazing.
in South America or
It's international.
it is? Well, I took a
They're-
bunch of pictures of butterflies down in South
As long
America.
as you know where
but-
you are, you have to tell them where the pictures.
Yeah,
are.
I can. I've
GPS
got
is
all
there.
that taken care of. Yeah, that would be. I know. I took a bunch of shots of cool looking
It's
butterflies.
got a facial recognition setup. It's just amazing.
Maybe I shouldn't tell people about that. I'll give away my business.
You know what?
Well, finding the bird is as
finding the
much.
bird is
yeah.
the problem. It's not
Yeah.
identifying the bird because that's what people take pictures for.
Look at that.
You're not going to do it right then and there, typically.
Gorgeous bird. Such a gorgeous bird.
I'm basically going to wait until everybody decides that they're tired of it and start stalking it again so I can get more of the full frame stuff. I have a bird that you'll like, though. Let me show you a picture. I'm gonna get it. It'll take a minute for me to get it out. I got this from your territory, but I think you'll still like it. Uvalde.
Oh, I've chased that guy so many times.
You know
He's
what-
still
how
not
I
on
got
my
him?
Texas list.
You want to know how I got him?
How?
It was raining and I couldn't find anything, and I was getting ready to have to leave, and I said, you know what, that guy was putzing around with the common yellowthroat, the yellowthroat, played yellowthroat, right there on me.
Oh, that's little rufous caps. I've gotten them in Arizona, but
Because the next year after I took this picture, there was somehow they said that there was some hybrid yellowthroat, and you remember that?
yeah,
That was the deal.
that was the
They're
guy.
not even the same genus.
No, that's a weird combination.
But I mean, am I wrong about that? That they were.
I vaguely remember something. I don't remember if. Oh, it was. No, I'm thinking of the slate-throated redstart that hybridized with the painted redstart in Arizona. I don't remember hearing one about the rufous cap
Texas
warblers.
is kind of
but-
the only place. I mean,
Okay.
I went with Steve to Idaho. That was an amazing trip, by the way. If you've never been. There's some just cool stuff, and I think he still holds the state record for the big day out there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, haven't been out to Idaho yet.
That white-headed woodpecker,
Ah, that's a nice looking one. I've
Black-
had those in there.
black-backed woodpecker.
Yep. Those I got.
I've been out
those were
there
up in
for so long I
Oregon.
can't remember the names of anything.
Kids are for.
I don't think I would have found this in my field guide. if I took my Eastern.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd look at it and think it was some melanistic robin.
Yeah,
You'd have been close. It's hopping behind these. See him through the steps. Gotta come out.
Well, I'm definitely interested in getting some of the hill country favorites. You know, where I can feel pretty confident that I can get.
Oh yeah. Well,
what kind of trips do you do? Individual or how's that?
all of the above. I do a few scheduled group trips. I know they're all really up in the
really
air
don't
right
like to
now
do-
because no one's been doing group trips. But I hire out as a private guide for just private trips for day. Or multiple days. That's mostly what I've been doing this year.
My daughter lives
obviously
out
no group trips, but
in north of Austin, so.
oh yeah, there's some great places up there for both golden cheek and blackcat vireo.
Yeah, I have.
Among other things.
The blackhead are impossible for me to get any images of. That's what I'm trying.
South Llano River State Park. You go to the
The feeder
well, they come into a water drip,
or the drip.
and you just sit in the bird blind
You're
there.
not supposed to tell me that because I'm paying you.
That's how I demonstrate my value. I didn't tell you which water feature.
Yeah.
Yeah, South Llano River, that's where I go if I want to get good looks and good pictures of the blackcat vireo. Golden cheeks are easy. They're
Yeah. They start singing.
yeah, they'll sit up in the top of a tree and they'll almost fly into your face if you pish once or twice.
Right.
But the blackcaps, places around Austin, they're really sculpty.
Just about every vireo is sculpted.
Yeah,
What is that all about? Anyways? Why is it that some species are more? I mean, you know, you can pretty much assure that you're going to get a ruby crowned kinglet. All you have to do is pitch half a pitch and it's there.
yep. Oh, is he out? Oh, there he is. Oh, he's coming closer.
She's gone this morning.
Yeah. Well, when there's fewer people around, there's usually more birds.
I use my thing to chase birds. Yeah, to chase the stuff.
I missed that one. That one about 10 years ago, you say?
Yeah,
That one
it was on the
was-
coast down.
Yeah, that would have been
I don't know exactly which one it is, but it was
2010.
before
Yeah,
2013 because it was
that was when I was in grad school, so I wasn't
Yeah?
chasing
What do you
birds. It was poultry science. So I
You're an
studied.
animal science major?
I'm a poultry science major. Studied chickens, exclusively chickens.
Yeah. What did you do with that?
I became a bird guide.
Well, you learned.
I
You got a
learned,
degree anyway,
yeah,
huh?
and I do private poultry consultations for flock
Yeah,
owners.
PhD in
I have a master's.
master.
I was originally going for a PhD, but after the master's, I realized I didn't really want to work in poultry research.
No.
I wanted to be out bird watching, so
Yeah, but you can't do that for the rest of your life. Well, you could.
no, that's the plan.
That's the plan. It's,
Bird until I get enough experience that I can write a book and live off of it.
Yeah. On birding?
I'm birding, or
Okay.
just birding, not necessarily like a field guide, but do a
No.
Sandy Camito big year style
Sure.
talk about my birding exploits, and
No.
hopefully next year I'll be guiding in Papua New Guinea, so that'll have some stories coming out of it. Supposed to be there this year, but well, stuff happened. Obviously not going to happen this year.
Yeah, I don't think they want people from outside of
No.
New Guinea going down there
No.
around the. I was supposed to go there when I was a kid. My mom was getting a PhD in anthropology under Margaret Mead, and nobody would pay to take 4 little giblets with her, so they were afraid that we were going to eat them. So they said no. So she became a correspondent for Time magazine before that was a bad thing.
No.
And then she left, and now she's retired. She's not a youngster anymore. But yeah, I didn't want to go anyways, so that worked out.
Well, yeah, even now it's kind of roughing it going to some of those places that I can imagine before ecotourism became a big thing. There weren't the best facilities for visiting.
You know Carlton?
Carlton.
Let me see if I can, just a second. I'm going to show you something that will make you kind of...
Oh, screen is getting
Let's see what
laggy.
I got here.
Yeah, it looks like I'm in low internet area, so everyone out there watching, sorry if it's getting a little choppy.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean you.
Internet service is not the best out here. Especially for... No! Oh, wow.
He chases exotic. You know, like he's the first to photograph some of these, some birds that are out there. That's what he did.
Oh, that's awesome. Stream's looking okay on my end, but I don't know if it's... I'm sure everything's going... You only get as good of the internet as you can locate out here.
Yeah, just you live stream, or you can at least tape it anyways, right?
Yeah, I've been doing lots of like edited bird videos and stuff, but this, since I can't take groups out, I just, when I go out chasing these rare birds, I just start it up on YouTube and get a few people watching at least.
So I'm thinking about getting a camera at Hooks Woods at the memorial site that I'm doing.
Oh, like a bird cam,
Yeah.
a webcam. Yeah.
Do you know anything about that stuff?
I've done some research into that. It's not all that different than this setup here. You need a...
Yeah, but this is a permanent thing, and I don't live there, and I don't want to get
Oh,
stolen.
yeah,
You know, no internet. So
yeah, you'd need to have a decent internet connection if you wanted a live stream out there, like you see the feeder cams if you wanted that.
that's what I'm looking at doing. Yeah.
But the setup, if you get internet out there, as long as you have power run to it, all you need is, you don't need a fancy tablet or anything, just a small...
I was just going to box something up with a pretty good lock on it.
Yeah, just a little old desktop computer even that you just put in a box and hook a camera up to. And there's some, you can actually get some cameras that just have all of that built into it now.
Right, they get
It's
stolen very
just like
easily.
security cameras, but those are, you're looking at $500 or so for that.
Yeah.
But it's...
That's how I get around the corner. Have you seen him?
No, I think he hopped underneath
right
the
there.
bridge.
He stepped
Oh, you
over
got him?
2 steps.
All right.
He's 2 steps over.
Oh yeah, I see. Now, the more I walk this way, the more he goes undercover.
Yeah. He is a little bit shy. He's not.
Yeah, well, he's a bird that likes shade. They naturally like shade.
Yeah. It's too hot here, but there's no shade. I mean, he doesn't
Yeah.
need shade right now.
Yeah, well, now we've got cloud cover coming in. It's not all that bad. We'll just point this out to see. Something interesting for people to look at. There's a boat.
Yeah, look into iNaturalist. I think you're going to find that that's going to give you a new.
A new tool.
It's
to
going to
use,
be
yeah.
like when you first started getting Lifers.
Yeah.
Are y'all looking for the bird?
Nope, we see it.
He's right over here.
Seen it? It's already here?
Oh, he's right underneath the bridge there. If you look under there, he's probably see him through there.
You got a good fix?
Oh yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah, he's super cooperative.
But it's also, I mean, you know, you're looking at learning about other things other than birds.
Yeah,
you know.
and that's kind of been my
Ants
barrier to entry of
and-
the insects is
Oh, yeah, I
that's
mean-
just a lot more
My
whole
buddy
new
has
thing to
has
learn
over
again.
1,000 species on his property at home.
Oh wow.
He says, I will do at least one eye naturalist a day,
Okay. Yeah.
and he's got over 1,000 species, and there's some cool stuff out there. You just have to look.
Yeah, I'll have to start looking into doing that for the other.
Those
Since
are
I'm-
some serious. Those 12 by 12s. Damn.
Oh, the big beams.
Beams
Yeah.
are huge. Well, I'll let you do your thing. I don't mean to interrupt you.
Oh no, this is.
Is it? There's
And
no
I can have it.
sound on that? Or
Yeah,
is
there's
it-
sound.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
I won't say anything bad about anybody.
I think this kind of stuff is more interesting than just silently staring at a bird anyway. So
Yeah.
people like it's half the fun of birding is interacting with other birders.
Yeah.
So are you from
Actually, I'm-
Houston area?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
north. I'm in the woodlands.
Okay. All right. So you get the
Getting ready
complicated
to
side.
retire so I can start traveling around the country. I do almost 95% of my birding is Texas birding,
Yeah. Well.
but I use
easier.
and there's no North Texas in there at all except for like the snowy owl was the only thing.
Oh yeah.
Only thing I did north, and very little east Texas. Although I like Caddo Lake, I need to do more of that. There's a lot of birds up there that over summer out there that
Yeah.
I didn't recognize. A lot of warblers actually.
Out there. Yeah, and birding in Texas, you can spend a lifetime just birding around here.
Well,
There's
yeah.
lots of stuff.
You
You
know,
get out to West Texas sometimes.
my friend Steve, he did a lot of what you did, not as much as you do, but he was he got all of his excitement out of birding from getting a lifer for somebody else.
That is a lot of fun.
You know?
That's why I went into guiding, because I was already pointing birds out to everyone.
Right. If you're a
And I love getting life birds myself, but that's rare these days here in
It
Texas.
is, especially in Texas. I mean, this isn't for you, but it is for
Yeah,
me.
it's a Texas life bird, so that's what I've been chasing now, is birds that I need
Yeah.
just for Texas. In a way, it's more fun. You can go to where they're supposed to be and see them easily, but this feels special when you get the one that's probably the only one in the state at the time. There he is, coming back out.
Coming back out.
Hiding right behind the deck. There he is. Head sticking up at least. Nice looking bird. It was nice of him to just sit here right on the side of the road.
Yeah. Nice. Come out into the
A
open.
little more. Well, I mean, he did earlier. He's like, what more can you
Well, I already got
ask
that.
for?
I know. I'm just looking for more.
get him to come perch right here on the side of the road.
Yeah. I want something with just, I don't want to see all the other background stuff. I just want grass. I got it. Chased off the sparrow, I guess.
All right.
Well, I'd love to have your input on the stuff that we're doing for the memorial site.
Yeah, send
It's
me an email.
It's Steve Gross Memorial on Facebook.
Okay. Yeah.
If you know Steve's name, just Steve Gross Memorial.
Yeah.
Look it up. I'll just ask for and we'll get you into it. Because we're setting up blinds, kind of like a Asteros blind.
Ah, all right. Yeah.
So that you can get the birds up closer than having them 50 feet,
Yeah.
50 feet away where you can't hardly see unless you got a scope or binoculars on them. For those people.
Yeah. That. And you said you're doing it in It's in Hooks
Hooks Woods.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Do you know
remember
the Hooks
seeing-
Woods
yeah.
very well?
Yeah.
So there's a place where there's a little seating, and then there's a place where the seats are faced the wrong direction.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take those out and put others in. But I've got an estimate, and they kind of went over the budget that I was expecting, but I've got financing to get that straightened out. So
Yeah, I remember when that was first put in. I walked in there. I was like, "Well, this bench is
yeah. What the heck
is
were they
facing
thinking?
the wrong,
What
facing
were
the
they
wrong
thinking?
way."
Yeah. I have no idea.
Birds are all behind me. It gave me something I can set my camera on if I turn around.
Yeah, that's the spot. But anyways, I'll make it 12 by 30. 12 by 30.
Oh, right.
So instead of that's a 10 by 10,
Yeah.
it's going to go out.
Oh, good.
And it's going to have benches pointed out, and I'm going to put drips all along the sides of it.
Yeah, I'd be happy to help. I built a bird blind in Wimberley,
Okay.
Texas, and
All right. Well,
I'm happy to
if you
have some input
look
and-
at it, I'd really appreciate it.
Yeah,
We're getting
check it
towards the
out.
end, but I'm looking at making drips on. I'm going to get just a bag of quickcrete and
Yeah,
dig a little burrow, put it down, and then
yeah.
it's better than
The little metal whatever things they've got half buried in the ground.
They don't bury them; they stick them up on top.
Oh yeah,
Garbage can lids,
yeah,
that kind of thing.
yeah. For as much traffic as that area gets, it gets something.
Yeah,
a
I'm
little
so
bit
glad that they let
fancier.
HAS take over it because they weren't taking care of it, in my opinion. Now it's looking better. They're having problems with being overgrown with cane.
Well, there's always some new struggle to work with. But
Yeah.
I'm starting to run low on battery, so before I run out, I'm going to go look at some shorebirds on
All
the
right.
stream. But it's been great talking
it's
with
good talking
you.
with
and-
you. Sorry to interrupt on
Oh,
your
not
thing
at
there.
all. That's the exact stuff I'm looking for is
All right.
birds and birders.
All right.
And you've got my card. Send
Yep.
me an email, and
I
I'll
sure will.
be happy to help out. And if you want to put in a bird cam or something, I can help you get that worked
Appreciate
out.
that.
The technical side of that, for
Perfect.
sure.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Have a great day.
You too.
All right. So we got some real good look, Mr. Varied Thrush. If you missed him on the stream, I got some really nice shots, so you can just scroll back. Otherwise, I'll be posting up a little bit of video and some photos on my eBird checklist when I submit it here in the next probably hour or so. But right now, I'm gonna walk down here on the beach, look at some shorebirds. The wind isn't bad, the day is great, there's not a lot of crowds, so we might get a chance to see a few peeps like I was hoping for last time I was down here on the coast. I can see a few little peeps. So we'll get a little closer. I'll stop hitting my tripod into random piles of stuff, and we'll get a look at at least a couple different kinds of shorebirds. I'm already seeing some sanderling, ruddy turnstones, wintering laughing gulls. I think I see a black-bellied plover. All right, let's Let's get the camera on some of these little shorebirds. Oh yes, I'm just looking at my chat. Carolyn, yes, this is down in Surfside Beach. The way I am down here, this is probably the only varied thrush that's in the state right now. Unless there's another one that shows up somewhere out in West Texas. But yep, this is the varied thrush. Of course, all the little shorebirds are running away from me, but let's have a zoom in here, see what we've got. That looks... It's a plover. It's a semi-palmated plover. Nice dark back, yellow legs, yellow beak, single ring around the neck. And this is another one right over here. So we've got 4 small plover species that can be found down here on the Texas coast. Usually the little semi-palmated here is our most numerous, at least that I've seen. A similar one to this one that also has yellow legs and yellow beak is the piping plover. Piping plover is very similar patterns, a little less black on the face and a lighter color on the back. They're not as dark as this guy. Well, let me look at him in the binoculars to be sure, because he looks dark on the camera. And I want to make sure I'm not talking about the wrong bird here. Nah, yeah, these are semi-palms. Let me do a quick scan with the bins, see what else we got. We've got gulls. All my other peeps have flown. Oh, there's another peep. Let's see, where'd he go? There's a semi-palm. 2 semi-palms. Semi-palmated plover. And this is another one. And this is a different bird. This one's bigger. Of course, zoom in and he runs away. Let's get a look at him. Let's see if I can focus on him. I think this is a sanderling. Little short, straight black beak. Black legs, kind of sandy color on the back. Let me double check with my binoculars again. Again, the little peeps always look quite different looking through the back of a camera screen versus actually getting the light straight through my eyes. Yeah, that is a sanderling. Let's find him again. There he is. Sanderling. These are the little guys that run back and forth when the big waves come in. And actually here, got a little better looking one right up close. See if I can find him here. There he is. That's a little better light, much closer, not backlit, but this is a little sanderling. He's in his wintering plumage. He's coming right over to say hi. They get a little bit more patterning on their back in the summertime, but for the most part, plain white underneath. See, there's not really any streaking around the neck, no streaking along the flanks. If I had a western sandpiper or a semi-palmated sandpiper, a little bit more streaking on the breast. They wouldn't look as pure white as these guys. A little bit of differences in the beaks too, but for the most part you see a plain white underneath bird with some nice little patterns on the back. Down here on this beach, you're mostly going to be looking at sanderlings. See what else we've got. Scan with the bins and double check my computer, make sure everything still seems to be working there. Oh, we can look over here where I see gull. No, it is not a seagull, it's just I see gull. Let's see. Winter plumage. Note the moderate eye ring. Got a little bit of black around the back of the eye, black around the back of the head, but they're not fully black-headed like you see in the summertime. Eye ring compared to like a Bonaparte's. Dark beak. Let's see what else we've got. More laughing gull. Excuse me. Let's see. laughing gull, sanderling. Looking down the beach and seeing more shorebirds. So let's walk down the beach a little bit and see what more shorebirds we can get. See how best I can hold this thing where it don't give you too much motion sickness. Wave hello to the people. You can see beach is not too crowded today. It's pretty nice out. Weather's great. But it seems there's a bit more crowds further up the beach, which might drive some more of the birds down here. But yeah, right over here, you can see, let's see if it's actually on the camera or not, but right over here there's a whole bunch of birds. So we're gonna go look at those birds. Kind of awkward holding my camera this way, ow. And bumping the tripod legs into everything, but there we go. You can kind of see where you're looking a little better and keep hitting the tripod legs on stuff. It's the eternal balance of figuring out how to hold stuff and not kill yourself at the same time. Okay, I see another shorebird. Yeah, this looks like possibly piping plover right here and semi-palmated. Note the differences in the darkness on the back. Semi-palmated plover, very dark mantle, very dark back, lots of black around the face. Well, the semi-palm, or not semi-palm, well, the piping is much more sandy colored. This might be a young one, or just check the exact plumage, but it is much sandier, much lighter color, and a lot less of the dark markings around the face, but still with the orange legs. If you see one of these plovers that has black legs, you're going to be looking at either a Wilson's, which has a very big beak, or a snowy plover. These are the other two small plovers that I have not seen yet down here, but there we go, one right next to the other. Semi-palmated plover in the back, and piping plover in the foreground. You really can see the difference in the coloration there. And then for a size comparison, there's a nice laughing gull right behind them. Now we've got another shorebird wading out in the waves. If I can find him on the camera. There he is. Will it focus? Yes, it will, because this is a willet. One of our larger common shorebirds down here on the Gulf Coast. So you can get him to hold still. There, he's running through the waves. Pretty big compared to most of the other wading bird or shorebirds down here. Smaller than your usual egret, but bigger than most of your little peeps, bigger than the sanderlings and the ruddy turnstones. Long straight bill, mostly gray overall, grayish, brownish, a little bit on the white belly. But when they fly, they have a nice black and white zigzag pattern in the wings.